In this video, you're going to learn how to use the simple delay plugin in Ableton Live to add awesome delay sounds to your Worship Keys presets. All right, folks, so you're going to be able to follow along in whatever version of Ableton Live you have, whether that's 9 or 10, intro, standard, or suite. So to get started, you just need to set up a MIDI track in your Ableton set. So this is the default set. And then we're just going to start by dragging in an instrument rack. Next, we're going to add in the piano instrument, and you're going to have this grand piano, whether you have intro, standard, or suite, so I'm going to use it for this tutorial. Go ahead and drop that inside of the instrument rack that we just created. Now click on Audio Effects, and we're going to grab an instance of Simple Delay, which is the topic of this tutorial. So drop it inside the instrument rack past the grand piano. So this right here is the Simple Delay plugin. So right out of the gate, it sounds like this. So the Simple Delay plugin is hard left and hard right delay repeats. So you've got L here for the left side and R for the right side. Each of these numbers represents 1/16th note. So this effectively is how you can control the subdivision of the delay repeats. So if you selected 1, you'd get a 16th note delay. And I'm just going to go ahead and select the same number for both the left and right, so you can hear just the one subdivision at a time. So this is 16th notes, and then 8th notes. This would be dotted 8th notes, quarter notes, and so on and so forth, all the way up until whole notes when you select 16. So we're going to work with quarter notes for now. At the bottom you have the feedback control. At 0% you just get one clean delay repeat. And then as you raise that percentage, you'll get multiple repeats that fade in volume over time. And then lastly, you have a dry-wet control. At 50%, you have a pretty nice balanced delay. It can be more subtle at lower percentages. And then as you get above 50%, you're going to start to lose some of the volume of your initial signal, and those repeats are going to have more prominence. So if you want to just hear one clean delay signal, then you definitely want these subdivisions to be the same. You can also get some really cool effects by choosing different subdivisions for the left and the right side. A really common example is stacked quarter note and dotted 8th delay. Now those are still happening hard pan left and right in the stereo field, so if you wanted to actually stack that quarter note delay and run it through the dotted 8th delay, then you would select quarter note for both subdivisions and then just add another instance of simple delay afterwards and set both of those subdivisions to dotted 8th. That would give you something like this. Now, one thing to know about this plugin is you are losing volume of your original dry signal with each instance. So if we turn these off, the piano is nice and present, but with them on, because 50% of the signal is going to the wet, the initial volume of the piano is quite a bit quieter than with these delay plugins off. So you can compensate for that by raising the initial volume of the piano, or if you'd like, you can set up a delay bus. Let me show you how to do that really quickly. I'll bypass both of these instances. And in the default Ableton set, there's already a delay bus set up to aux send B. So we'll go ahead and use that because it has simple delay on it. So to send our clean signal through to this delay bus, all we have to do is find that send and increase the send amount. So I'll drag up the B send amount here. And now we have our clean signal, unaffected, at full volume, and we have that nice delay. And if we need the delay effect to be more prominent, then we can just bring up the amount of the send. Now when you're running an effect like this, a time-based effect on a send, you're going to want the dry wet percentage to be full wet so that you're only getting the affected signal through that bus and your clean signal is just going through the original track. So if you wanted to set up a delay bus and be able to interact with it during a live performance, you could MIDI map a knob or fader to the volume of that bus itself, or you could just manipulate the send amounts for the tracks that you'd like to bring delay in and out of. Let us know in the comments how you like to use the delay plugins in Ableton Live. There's a couple others that we didn't talk about in this video, so if there's one that you'd like to see highlighted in a future tutorial, just leave a comment and let us know. Also check out the links in the description to some resources that'll make Ableton easier for you to use for your worship keys rig, including our Done For You Sunday Keys template, and we have some free worship patches, all for Ableton Live, so be sure to check out those links. Lastly, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss all the awesome Ableton Live tutorials that we'll be releasing soon. Thanks for watching.